Are we there? Live?
Nope. Floating.
No?
Floating.
No, we're live.
Are we?
It's going, yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay. Z just finished the worst handstand I've ever seen in my life. That's the update of what's going on.
so
I'll do it again.
There we go.
yes, that's not how to do a handstand. We want to practice our handstands.
That's the anti-one.
You got a handstand?
Oh, let's see Daddy. Coach James.
No, you need to put your feet and not bend them.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, here you go, Shiloh. Don't break your
Better
back.
than yours.
Oh, I don't know how good that was.
Ah.
Ready? And then
Yeah.
try.
That was very Sebastian-esque.
Is it?
Okay.
It was like a,
Good squat.
That was actually a good one.
Yeah.
oh, what is he?
Ready? Ready, Dad?
Yours, yeah. Pretty good. All right. Okay.
That's our handstands.
D.
Look out.
All right, nice. That was a good one.
You win.
I think you won.
You win.
You're the queen.
Let's see the stars now.
Oh man. All right. So, anyways, now that we're warmed up, and hopefully you guys are entertained a little bit. Hopefully you're doing some handstands with us. If you have the room, yes. We're going to get going. So, welcome to another kids class. We're going to go through this one. We might be looking at some options for getting some live kids classes going here in the near future. But in the meantime, we're going to keep up with these streaming ones. So we're going to, get going with our warm-up. So you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. So let's get on our warm-ups lines. All right, first one, remember our bear claw? How do we do it now, though? What's the new thing? Elbow and knee are touching on one side, yep, and then you make sure that you got one elbow and knee touching. So ready, and go. Elbow and knee are touching, yes. Nice.
Your elbow is touching, but make sure your elbow and knee are touching.
Yep, exactly. All right, and now backwards. Don't worry about the elbow and knee. You guys ready? And go. All right. See, you're the winner. We're not racing. Okay, next one is going to be our crab walks. Going forward. You guys ready? And go. Nice. Good. Pushing with those arms. Good job, guys. All right. And let's go going backwards. So you're going to face the ball this way. And go. Nice. Strong arms. Yeah. Keep going there. Yeah. All right. Good job.
Good job, dude.
No.
All right. Hustle back. You guys got the 8 walks. So you're going to grab and pull your hands to your feet to your hands, keeping your heels in close to the butt. You guys ready?
Yep.
And go. All right.
How do we do the spanky leg walks?
Don't worry about that one. Okay, guys, remember the new one? Where we get set sideways, our feet are out wide. I come forward with my hands in front of the front foot, and then I switch my feet, and then I switch my hands. You guys ready? And go. Yeah, the new one, sideways. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we're gonna face the other way. So legs are spread wide, hands come in front of the front foot, and then we switch our feet with the legs, now get the legs wide, and go. Nice. All right, next one is our army crawls. So we're gonna get set, kind of like the bear crawl, where I'm gonna have my elbow and knee touching on one side, and the other side is spread apart, and then I'm gonna pull myself forward so that my elbow and knee touch on the other side. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go. Knee. Elbow, knee. Elbow, knee. Okay.
Help me.
Now we gotta do our frog jump.
Help me.
I'll bet I can jump higher than you.
Oh, man.
Guys ready? So we're gonna get down in our frog. We're gonna jump high, and then we're gonna get low and jump high again. You ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
What do you mean? Why?
My legs feel on fire.
Oh man, what happens when you play so much? All right, next, our duck walks. So we're gonna get low on our grapple stance. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so front knee goes to the ground. Let's go. You step around, step up.
Oh.
All right. Next one is our butt scoots forward. We're gonna get set. So we're going to use our hand to push and our foot to pull. And so we're going to go down the mat using one hand and foot, and then we're going to switch sides. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
And go. The other hand's in front of you. And we keep your hand a little bit behind you. All right. And let's do the other side. The other hand. Opposite foot, and go.
Oh,
I can try. I want.
All right, we're gonna go backwards. So you're gonna start sitting with your hand close to your butt, and then we're gonna push away from our hand so we make more space. And then we're going to switch hands and do the other side. You ready?
yeah.
And go. Pushing away, other hand. Push away, other hand. Yep, push away from your hand. Switching sides. Pushing away, pushing away, pushing away. Nice. Good job. So next one. Oh man, we got our forward rolls.
Got to see.
You guys ready? And go! Oh, lift your feet. Woo!
I was going to jump forward.
Man, that makes me super dizzy. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to do our break ball and our technical stand. So, our break ball, we're going to cross the arms, squat down low, I'm going to roll back and slap the mat with the palms while I keep looking at the wall and looking ahead of me here. So I'm going to come up, and we're going to do like our hip heist, the movement that we've been practicing. I'm here, and I go to pull my knee underneath me as I come up, but then I just keep pulling my foot back until I'm in my position to stand up, and then I get set, and then I do it again. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see it. Go. Coach James, taking forever.
Oh, man.
I want.
Oh man, we did it, huh? All right, so let's see. Let's do our scorpions. as our bonus one. So you're gonna stand on one leg, and you're gonna bend down, and you're gonna touch the ground with your hands. I'm gonna use my leg like I'm a scorpion trying to sting something, or I'm trying to kick myself in the back of my head. And I use that to hop my foot forward. My hands go forward, and then I sting and I hop. Come forward. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. So you're gonna stand on the other leg. The other leg's gonna come up.
Which one should I do?
Which one do you want to do? Just get in position and then switch sides. Do the other side. Let's go.
Oh,
Woo! All right.
just like you.
Yep, it's gonna do that. Okay, that's it for that. We're gonna get ready and do our drills. So, I'm gonna grab a drink of water. All right, I'm gonna move this up a little bit here, so I can get closer and they can see me. Excellent. All right, so we're going to do a new drill to start. It's going to be similar to one that we've done before. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the drill. So just like normal, and then we'll have Shiloh and Z here do it. And then we're going to give them some coaching and go from there. So for this one, we're going to start in our turtle position. So this one here. So again, I got my knees out wide. I got my elbows inside my knees. And so I'm going to step up one leg. And so from here, we've done the sit out, where I'll push my knee through the hole and then come around over the top. We're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to step up. And now instead of pushing my knee this way, I'm going to take my head and I'm going to roll it along the mat. So I sit back into this position here. Okay, so I'm here, I step up. Imagine I got like something on my head. I got to rub off on the floor. And then I rub around, I come around. So the head may not stay on the mat, but I'm trying to keep it as low as I can. I'm stepping up, and then I am sitting back. I'm getting my head low, and I'm sitting back. I'm rolling back into this position here. All right? You guys ready to try it?
I'm ready to try it.
I think so.
All right, let's see it. So find you some space and go for it.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect, man. That's it. Yep.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
Away from the leg that you stepped up. How are you gonna? Okay. Z's got it. Watch Z. You watch how he looks. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
It's trying to overcomplicate movements.
Yeah. There you go.
When we do this, it's kind of like the hip hoist when we bring the foot out. And then,
Yep. Nice. It's good. So yeah, that's the basic idea. So again, it's very similar. I'm stepping up, and again, this knee is going to kind of come through that hole, but I'm just instead of my head coming up, I'm just rolling the head back to come back. And so again, then about you, Shiloh. Yeah. So you're just there in your turtle. You're going to do what we just did, right?
Okay.
So if I'm here and she's trying to get away from me, she can do this move, right? And sit back. Yep, and then get you in a closed guard
Okay.
or something like that. So, you know, here you want to try it, Z?
Sure.
So again, you know, you're down in turtle, you're here, yep, and then you sit back, yep, you're in closed guard, exactly. So that's what that drill is good for. It's another option because sometimes that sit-out move that we do isn't available. There'll be a lot of times what'll happen, let me borrow you, I'll get into too much detail. If they're sitting kind of neutral, like kind of heavy on the body, you can do the sit-out, so hit the sit-out. No.
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 God. Oh wait, yeah, I know what it is now.
Yeah. Boom.
And
Your head
then-
pops out. No, no, you don't have to. Never mind.
I can do it.
You want to do it? Do
Yeah,
it.
on live stream, God.
Hit it.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Come around the back. Exactly.
I got
It's the opposite, right? So come here, Z. So sometimes though, they're there and it'll be like heavy on the head. So if you try to do a sit out now, you got your head blocked, it doesn't work, right? Okay? But if you do what I just showed you with your head, yeah, so now you're rolling back and getting into your open guard or closed guard position. And so it's just another movement to give you an option from that position.
Okay.
So let's practice it a couple more times with that in mind, because remember the idea, the more that you can imagine someone's on you when you're doing these reps, the better. And then it helps to have an adult or partner kind of put some weight on you, and so you can get to feel with that too. But pretend like you can feel like someone sitting on you and doing it, right? So all right, let's do a couple more reps. Make sure you practice the same or both sides. So come here, Z, come this way. Boom, you can hang out right there. All right, no, right there. Go. Do your reps. Just trying to give you guys some space. Michelle, come back down. So that's not good turtle. Come and get your elbows inside your knees. Right, that's a good turtle position. Now go for it. You'll find this is going to be way easier for you now. Yeah, so don't think about sliding your knee through. Just run your head along the mat
Okay,
behind you.
alright.
Right, so your head moving away is what brings your hips under. Yeah, you need your head to pull backwards. Yeah. So you need to, you're trying to look, right? Like you can't look and do it. Like you're just, I'm not looking behind me, I'm rolling back, right? See? So I'm rolling, see how my head, it stays low on the ground, and I gotta move it. Now as soon as I do this and I look up, second while you're sitting down, no, so this is, now you're trying to do like this, right here. So that's not different move, right?
Alright.
It's not a move. So try it again. Don't look. You don't need to look where you're going. Step up. Your head wants to turn that way. Keep it turned that way. Yes. Turn it towards like someone's in front of you, right? Someone's on top of you. You should be facing them. You should keep your head facing towards them, right? So step up. Now keep your eyes and face towards them as you. So stop moving from your knee first. Like don't push your knee through. Just run your head along the ground. You're gonna get this right. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more reps and then we'll move on. But you need to do something different. You need to show everyone what it takes. Stop moving from your knees, sweetie.
What do I move from?
Your head.
How do I get
I don't know, but you need to figure out some way to move from your head. Like when you step up and you're here, you need to move from your head. Right? So I need to move my head. I need to move my head to do this. Okay? You're not moving your head. You're doing this. Okay? Hold on. You're here and you're doing this. Okay? That's a sit-out. You're just doing a sit-out. A wrong-sided sit-out. All right, come on, get it. Show everybody how you can do it. Don't move your head. Don't move anything else but your head. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. One more time, just like that. Okay? Step up, move your head, nothing else. There you go, there you go, that's better. Okay, you gotta move your head away.
Okay.
Alright? The other one, you're moving your leg under. Two different moves. Alright? So, that's a good example, guys, right? Like, this doesn't always come easy. And sometimes you have to figure out what you're doing wrong and do something different. So, we can figure out how to do any of these moves. Right?
Yeah.
What's up, bud?
I kind of have an idea when we get into this car,
Okay.
we could go out and really cool.
Well, that's an idea.
I was trying to go down from the hill and then we could.
Well, to do that, you want to do a hip bump sweep. But we'll go over that one later. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Yes. All right, guys. So now we're going to practice the sprawling. Okay? Because that's how we're going to end up a lot of times in that turtle position is someone will shoot in on us, especially if we're going to do tournaments. So remember the basics of it. You're going to stand with 1 foot forward. Whichever foot you like to have forward is fine. Okay? You have your left foot forward, you can have your right foot forward, doesn't matter. Whatever foot is forward, I'm going to keep that hand down like I'm guarding that leg, and the other hand's in front of me. And so the first move is I'm going to kick this leg back, and this hand goes down to the ground. So remember, I want to go down to where my foot is as this leg goes back. I don't want to lean forward. I don't want to end up with a lot of weight on this hand. I want this hand to stay very light, okay? So I'm just on my fingertips. I'm very light on this hand. And then I can come right back up. So back and touch, right? Straight down and back up. Okay, you guys ready? All right, so here, come this way a little bit, Z. All right, and let's do it. Nice. Nice. Good. Sean, I want you to get more of like a grappler stance. Like if you're going to be like wrestling somebody, and like you might shoot in on them. Like how would you be standing?
Okay.
Right. Nice. Good. Good. Excellent. All right. So remember, guys, this works. So if I'm coming in and I'm going to try to get that leg, yeah, I can't get it now. Try to get that leg, I can't get it now. All right. Leg, can't get it now. All right. Yeah. So same thing. Come in, try to get the leg to a single leg and block it. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Okay.
All right.
So again, it's a good drill to do as well. So now what I want you guys to do is the other side. Okay, so whatever leg you like to have forward, you're going to switch and put the other leg forward. You're going to wonder, how does Shiloh live her life like this? And so you're going to then do the same thing. I want you to, the leg goes back as I come down, light touch, and come back up. And again, each time you come up, right, like you want to get reset, like you're in a good grappler stance. It's easy to come back up and kind of get set kind of more of this lined up like karate stance, but this is no good for grappling. We want to have our feet split apart a little bit. So we're here. So this comes back, I come up, and I get back into my grappler stance, like I'm going to do a duck walk or something. Right? So, you guys ready? Let's do the other side. And go. Nice. Drop that. Get in the grappler stance. Nice. Good. You did a good job, man. All right, excellent. Good job, guys. All right, so now we're going to take this to the next level. And see, I need to pull together a little bit, okay? Got to get a little bit of a bad example. All right?
Okay.
So, you read about the boy that cried wolf today? So there's a little bit of crying wolf. I know that your legs are tired, but they're not that tired. And so next time that your legs really do need a rest, we're not going to know. So, okay? All right. We're gonna do good, man. We're gonna do good. So we're gonna take this to the next level. We practice this one too, where I come back, and then this time I'm gonna bring my other hand down, and I drop down to my knees. And so I'm in this position here, all right? And then come back up and do the same thing. So here, whatever leg's in front, that hand's guarding that leg. Leg comes back, hand goes down, the other hand comes down, and I drop down to my knees. Okay? So, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
And go. Drop to your knees. Nice. Good. You just kind of drop a little more straight down. To the knees, kind of back. Yep, nice. Good. Now, some more to your knees, not quite a full scroll.
Okay.
Just about straight down. Think about your knees going straight down. So put this into two pieces, okay?
So, but if my knees go straight down, then it's down here.
No,
Then, and out.
no, come here. Yeah, down and out, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Sure, down and out. That helps. Like I said, how you really like. So, better. So come back up. So here's the deal. This is two things. And you're turning this into one, right? This isn't a full scroll. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing two moves. I'm doing this, and then I'm doing this. Okay? And that's different than just doing this all in one
Okay.
move. And that's what you're doing.
I see the difference.
Okay? So do one and then the other. Yep. Boom. Hand on the ground. There you go. Keep your knees up a little bit more. There you go. Yeah. Boom. Drop it down. There you go. Yeah. Nice. So, all right. Again, this is good. If I get in and I actually start to get the leg and you can't get it up, now you can do the same move you just did. Drop your knee. Yeah, now I can't get that leg. And now from here, what could you do? Yeah, one man. Go, nice. All right, so that kind of ties in there. So, you ready, Shiloh?
Yeah, I'm
See, this is where, so, again, we're here, they come in, you know, you try to block, but you get it, and so now you just gotta get your knee to the ground.
Both.
Yeah, both knees. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's all you gotta do.
All right,
Both
now I'm
knees
on top.
Yeah, now you're on top.
Okay,
Exactly.
I see the importance of having two different steps there.
Yeah,
All right.
so, yeah, you're trying to get that leg back, but you're trying to get the knees grounded so that they can't pull that leg up.
Okay.
Okay, so now I want you guys to try it on the other side. It's the same thing. Okay, so you got the other leg, back, and the hand comes down, and just come down. Get both knees on the ground. As soon as you get your knees grounded, they can't take you down. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Knees are on the ground, they can't take you down.
That's a good rhyme to remember.
That's a good rhyme to remember. I'm not gonna say they can never take you down. That's not totally 100% true. They have 99% rules in jiu-jitsu, and so that's one of those 99% rules. Nice. Do two more. One more. Boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Nice. Okay. It's good work.
Nice.
So, any questions, guys?
No?
No?
I don't have any questions.
All right. So, yeah, again, adding in the drills with those. So the first one, there, we about easy. Do it better.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just start with the first one. Okay, so we're gonna practice this with them, the first one. You want to get on them, and like I said, maybe put a little bit more just kind of towards their head and shoulders to make it harder for their head to move. Because if their head can't pop out, they can't do the sit out, right? So here, turn this way, Z. So again, if I'm blocking his head, so try to do the sit out, the first one. Yeah, see, I've got his head blocked, doesn't work. Whereas if I don't, he can do that, come out to my back. So now, when he goes, but now he does one that we practice where he rolls his head along the ground and back. Yep, exactly. And then from here, you can get in the closed guard, or like sit up and get in the butterfly guard. Yep, so now you can do like your hip heights get up, hip heights to get tall. There we go.
I forgot what a hip height was.
That's all right.
For a second.
Okay, so now where are you going, man? Back. So yeah, so that's, if you want to do that, practice out with them, and then again, so stand up. And then the takedown one, the first one, you're just trying to touch the leg, and they're blocking, don't let it touch, right? Don't let it touch, right? And then the next one, you're gonna go for it. What helps with this is if you start to come around the side, right? If I'm straight on like this, and I reach for the leg, it's easy for him to get it back. So go back. Yep, easy, okay? But if I come for it and I start to come around the side, yeah, like that's what they're gonna do, the grappler. They're gonna come around the side and get that angle. And so if I catch that angle, right, boom, now he's gotta get his knee to the ground. So do your first move, so you still wanna get your hand on the ground, right? So you don't give up on the first move. You're still trying to push that leg back. So come back up. Yep, so you're there. So I reach for it, and you're trying to block, but you can't. And so now you still go hands to the ground, and you get your knees to the ground. Yeah, okay? So, again real quick. So, yep. So hands to the ground. Yep, and then, yeah. Exactly. So what they want to work on is you know, and Z's we need to work on this with Z, is not giving up on the first one. You don't want to go for the first one, like put your hand down, and then so try to block, right? So now go for it. Now get your knees to the ground. Yeah, see, that was a good one. That's what we want right there. Okay, and go for that hand to the ground and pushing that, you know, and then when it doesn't, like you don't want to pop back up, right? That's where you're going to get in trouble. If you go for it and then you pop back up, then you're going to get taken down, right? So you just want to make sure you go for it. So no, come back. Don't reach for the ground slowly. You're not going for it if you're like that. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to go. If I miss your leg, I miss your leg. Yeah, say I miss. Okay? I miss. Knees, yes. Okay? So, like that's what it needs to be like. Like, again, if they miss the leg, then they miss the leg. Like you want to commit to that first one. Don't let me grab your leg. Right? Or if I get it, right? So, I got your back. That's why I practice this stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for today's class. Appreciate you guys joining us again. And yeah, you got any questions, let us know. We'll be posting this on the YouTube channel as well. And like I said, we'll be in touch with the parents soon about hopefully some options for getting some in-person classes going within the requirements of the day, shall we say. So, I'm just a rhyming machine today. Wow, I just can't stop. All right, here we go. I'm done. I'm out. Dropping the mic.
Bye.
Peace. Bye. I said bye. I said peace.